Kindergarten Cheetahs. It's Mrs. Marcel, and today I'm going to read a story to you. It is one of my favorite Jan Brett stories, although I really enjoy most of her stories. This one is called Hedgie's Surprise, and I'm going to start first by just telling you a little bit about the characters. Hedgie is one of the main characters, and Hedgie is like a little hedgehog or like a porcupine. And this is the speckled hen, and the speckled hen has a problem in the story, and Hedgie's going to try and help. And in the background, I don't know if you can see there, that is the tomten. The tomten is kind of like a little elf that lives near farmhouses. And so in this story, the tomten is going to be the one who is causing the problem for the speckled hen. Okay, so Hedgie's Surprise by Jan Brett. There's our title page. Looks like a little farmhouse. Our setting will be on the farm. Here's a picture of some tomtens. And then we're going to start with the story. Once there was a speckled hen who laid an egg every day, only to have it taken by a little tomten every morning. It all started because the tomten got tired of eating porridge for breakfast. Each morning the rooster crowed as the sun came up, and Henny knew the tomten was on his way. So did the little hedgehog who lived nearby. The tomten always called out to her, "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my hungry, hungry tummy?" And there he is going into the speckled hen's house. The tomten climbed into the hen house, took Henny's warm, smooth egg and ran off to cook it in his little kettle, sprinkle it with salt, and gobble it down. Then he fell fast asleep in the hayloft until evening. Henny didn't like the little tomten taking her eggs, but she put up with it until one morning when she saw Goosey sail forth smiling and bowing with a stream of piping goslings following her. "Oh my," Henny clucked, "where did all those little ones come from?" "My eggs are hatching," crooned Goosey. "Here comes the last one." From that moment on, Henny wanted a brood of peeping chicks of her own, but how could she stop the tomten from taking her eggs? The next morning, when the tomten poked his head in, Henny tried. She clucked loudly and pecked. She flew at him, but nothing stopped that hungry tomten from taking her egg again. No eggs, no chicks, no peeping babies. Henny wailed so loudly that she woke up the little hedgehog, her tears pouring down on top of him. "Puffa, puffa, stick, stick," Hedgie went, as he crawled out to talk to her. "Poor Henny, I've been watching the tomten take your eggs. I will help you trick him into stopping." I wonder what he's going to do. I'm so excited to help the speckled hen. The next morning, when the rooster crowed, there was the tomten. "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my nearly empty tummy?" Henny and Hedgie were ready. The tomten reached for an egg and pulled out an acorn. Said the tomten, "what's this?" And off he went to try it. The acorn was tasty, but it didn't fill him up, and he awoke in the middle of the afternoon grumpy. The next time the tomten arrived looking for an egg, he found a bright red strawberry. It looked bigger than the acorn, so he ran off to cook it. The strawberry was jammy and sweet, but it only filled up the tomten a little more than the acorn had, and he woke up early. The sun had just come up when the tomten was at the hen house again, his stomach roaring with hunger. Pushing Henny aside, he grabbed for an egg, only to find a delicious-smelling mushroom. He raced off to cook it, and as scrumptious as it was, he woke up with his little tummy growling for more. So each day the Tomten goes, he's finding something different, an acorn, a strawberry, a mushroom. He's not getting an egg anymore. I'm not sure what's happening. Cock-a-doodle, the Tomten rushed in even more before the rooster finished crowing. Honey, have you got something for my hollow tummy? This time he found a smooth, round potato, even bigger than an egg. He cooked it quickly, swallowed it down, and went back to his hayloft. He woke up at sunset, only half full. The Tomten had had enough. Honey, he shouted, tomorrow I want an egg for breakfast and nothing else. If I don't find one, I'll eat you up instead. Ooh.
She's a little bit mad.
Henny was scared. The Tomten had been tricked by an acorn, a strawberry, a mushroom, and a potato. How could they fool him again? Don't worry, Henny, Hedgie told her. Now it is time for my surprise. And he whispered in her ear. All night Henny waited on her nest, and Hedgie on his. As soon as it began to get light, Hedgie gently covered his nest with straw and got ready for the surprise. Henny and Hedgie could hear the Tomten's stomach rumbling like thunder a mile away. He burst into the hen house, pushed Henny aside, and grabbed. Ow! He howled, ow, ow! Puff a stick. He had clutched Hedgie, all closed up in a tight round ball of needle-sharp prickles. Oh, they got the Tomten.
How?
He has Hedgie's all rolled up. He's a big ball of sharp sticks. Henny and Hedgie listened as the Tomten ran home yowling. Thank you, Hedgie, Henny said, looking at her dear friend. I'm sure that Tomten won't be back here again for breakfast. But what I can't figure out is, where have you hidden my eggs? Every day, Hedgie was taking Henny's eggs. Just then, Henny heard a little peep, then another coming from Hedgie's nest. She looked over and saw the straw begin to move. 5 baby chicks peeped out of their shells and fluffed up their down. That means their feathers. As Henny settled down with her babies and nestled around her, the Tomten's mother was in the hayloft making breakfast for her very hungry Tomten. Hedgie, you are full of surprises, Henny cried, as she led her baby chicks out into the sunshine. But the little Tomten didn't hear a word. He was sound asleep, his tummy full of tasty porridge. And that is the end of the story. So I hope you all enjoyed the story of Hedgie's surprise as much as I did. Hedgie was able to help the hen by saving her eggs from the Tomten who wanted to eat them every day. Okay, cheetahs, stay tuned for another story another day. Bye.